Today we're going to check out this high gain VHF Yagi antenna from Stellar Labs. It's model 302476. This antenna is definitely what you would call a cut to band antenna, specifically designed for the high VHF range of TV channels 7 through 13. And the specifications don't make any promises about reception on any other TV bands. Last year I did a review of the Stellar Labs model 302475, which is the same antenna except in a smaller size. If you want to check that out, look in the description of this video for a link. And here it is out of the box. Looks like it's in pieces, but it actually goes together pretty easily. Comes with the antenna, a manual, as well as a mast clamp. Assembling this antenna is mostly a tool-free job. All you have to do is turn the elements out, seat them on the boom with their notched clamps, and then tighten down the wing nuts by hand. And when you put the antenna segments together and install the back reflector and mast clamp, you're going to need a pair of pliers or a crescent wrench and a screwdriver. Here's the fully assembled antenna. It's just under 7 feet long, 82 inches, and has a very sturdy feel to it. It's made of mostly metal. The only plastic is this clip for coaxial cable and a cover for the integrated 75 ohm connector. This is a Yagi antenna and has one active element right here, this folded dipole. All the other elements on the antenna are passive, and they're designed to either reflect or direct the signal towards that folded dipole to give you maximum gain on the band that this antenna is designed for. In this case, channel 7 through 13. And it's mounted on a mast that is 17 feet in the air. Usually I use a 12-foot mast, but I made a longer one for this antenna just to give it every advantage possible. And height makes a big difference when you're talking about TV antenna reception. The higher your antenna, generally the better your reception will be. Now we'll go inside and see how this Stellar Labs Deep Fringe is performing. So all three of my local TV stations are scanning in with this antenna. They're all on the VHF band, which should suit this antenna nicely. And judging by the signal strengths we're getting, I would say that is true. Channel 2, which is at the bottom end of the low VHF band, is coming in with a very good signal in the mid 70s and touching into the low 80s. And usually to get that kind of signal strength, I need an antenna with even longer elements than this one has. Channel 4 CHFD signals a little lower but stable in the low 70s, and channel 9 TVO on the high VHF band, right in the wheelhouse of this antenna, is coming in with a very muscular signal, touching into the low 90s as high as 93%. So this antenna is definitely a VHF antenna, specifically cut to the high VHF band, but performing very, very well with low VHF channels 2 and 4. And I think that the height makes a big difference. Adding another 5 feet to that mast and getting this antenna up in the air 17 feet seems to make a big difference. So height is very important when you are installing a TV antenna. The higher you can position your antenna, the better your overall signal will be. This Deep Fringe high VHF antenna would be a great complement to a Deep Fringe UHF antenna. You could set them up as a stacked system and either combine them with a combiner, a diplexer, or even an AB switch and get the full bandwidth of free over-the-air TV channels in your area.